Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another Polygon Matic price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the latest developments that have been happening here on the Polygon Matic chart, which at the time of this recording has managed to break above the 20-day MA here on the 4-hour chart, which is now acting as support. We have also managed to break above a key area of resistance at around the $1.03 mark, and right now we are trying to face out our next key area of resistance at around the $1.17 mark. We have also continued to obey the Elliot wave structures, where I believe that whatever we have been seeing in this breakdown was the formation of this larger Elliot wave count 2, where I had a minimum retracement area in the formation of that larger Elliot wave count 2 between the $1.169 mark and the $0.9319 mark, and you can see that the breakdown has now given us a low at around the $0.9418 mark. And after seeing that low, you can also see that we saw the formation of this long wick to the lower side, which was an indication that the buyers were trying to get back into the market, and you can see that has been so, because you can see we have been seeing a bit of a bounce to the upper side in a move that has now given us a peak at around the $1.1721 mark, and giving you a measure from this low that we made at around the $0.943 mark. You can see that now the market is up by 24.22%, which is a very nice bounce to the upper side. And before I get further into the technical analysis and also give you my short-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out here on the Polygon Matic chart, first give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership. And allow me to first give you a quick recap of what has been happening, where you can see that after making a low at around the $0.32 mark, we started this massive bounce to the upper side, obeying the Elliot wave structures, where you can see that I have this Elliot wave structure in yellow, having the wave 5 giving us a peak at around the $1.3 mark in what was the start of a 1-2 setup to the upper side, because after seeing that high we saw the formation of that wave 1, and after seeing the high at around the $1.3 mark, we started a corrective structure in this ABC corrective structure in a move that gave us a low at around the $0.74 mark, and therefore completing this 1-2 setup to the upper side. And after completing that 1-2 setup, we started another 1-2 setup over here, where you can see that I have this Elliot wave structure in yellow, having that as the first wave, giving us a peak at around the $1.57 mark. And after seeing the high for that wave 1, whatever we expected next was a corrective structure to the lower side in the formation of this wave 2, and using the Fibonacci's connecting them from the low of the first wave down there to the high of that wave 1, I was able to come up with a minimum retracement area in the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 2 between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.618, which is a target area that now we have almost fully maximized. And there are chances that we have now seen the low for that second wave to the lower side, and there are chances that whatever we are seeing at the moment is the start of an impulsive wave to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3. And if that is the case, then we can sketch out a target area to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3 by connecting the trend-based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave, and that gives me a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $2.2646 mark, and that is the minimum that we can expect that higher Elliot wave count 3 to the upper side to do. And for that move to also play out, we need to continue holding above the 20-day MA, continue gearing up, see a break above our next key area of resistance at around the $1.17 mark, and also see a break above a very significant high at around the $1.3 mark. And the moment we manage to break above that significant high, then that will be enough trigger for us to continue gearing up in the formation of that larger Elliot wave count 3 to the upper side. And jumping to the 1-hour chart for further analysis, in the formation of that larger Elliot wave count 3, because of its impulsive nature, we also expect to see another 5 wave structure in formation within the formation of that larger Elliot wave count 3, where I'll be expecting the formation of this wave 5 to fully maximize our target areas to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3. And I believe we are seeing such a scenario over here. And if I zoom in, you can see that after making our low in the formation of that wave 2 at around the $0.94 mark, we have been seeing this bounce to the upper side in a move that has been obeying the Elliot wave structures, where we can term these as the first wave to the upper side. Then we saw a corrective structure in the formation of this wave 2, and there are chances that whatever we are seeing at the moment is the start of an impulsive wave to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 before we can expect a wave 4, before we can continue gearing up in the formation of that wave 5. And since we are in the formation of this wave 3, we can use the trend-based Fibonacci's to connect, that is to sketch out a target area to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3 by connecting the trend-based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave down there to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave, and that gives me a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $1.2221 mark, and that is the minimum that we can expect that wave 3 to the upper side to do. And for that to happen, we need to see a break above our next key area of resistance at around the $1.17 mark, and the moment we manage to break above that key area of resistance, you can watch for a retest of that key area of resistance, and once the retest is in and a success, then we can fully maximize our target area at around the $1.2221 mark in the formation of that wave 3. And in case we have the volume for us to continue gearing up, there are chances of even managing to break above that key area on the Fibonacci's to give us a high above our target area over here in the formation of that wave 3 before we can expect a bit of a pullback in the formation of that wave 4, then continue gearing up in the formation of that wave 5 to the upper side. So that is what I'm expecting here on the short-term scenarios on the Polygon Matic chart. And also taking a look at the indicators to see what movements will be supported here on the RSI. We are trading at around the 66 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to fully support higher prices in the formation of that wave 3. Also taking a look at the MACD, we have been able to print a bullish cross, and we are also seeing an increase in the buying volume here on the MACD, suggesting higher prices are still coming our way. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll be keeping you updated.